Good afternoon and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to make birdseed suet. Actually, it started out as suet, which is raw fat straight from the butcher. When I boiled down my bones to make bone broth for my fur babies and let it cool, this is what came out of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ladle off as much of this fat. I'm going to put it in here along with some beef tallow that I made last year. This beef fat was rendered down. It's all clean and ready to go. And I'm going to be using that in conjunction with the fat from the beef broth. Let me go ahead and pick all that out and I'll be right back. As you can tell, I took all the much fat as I could get out of this pot, put it in here. These are about 8 ounces. I'm going to put this in here and I'm going to switch to the other camera. I'm going to go on the wood stove and melt this down. Since I make my own tallow, there are times where there will be a black rancid spot. And if I were to add the peanut butter now, when I got halfway down and found a rancid spot, it would destroy everything I made. So I only melt all the tallow down first. Once that is melted, then I will go to the table and continue filming and showing you what you can add and be creative. You can use peanut butter, you can use cracked corn, sunflower seeds, steel-cut oats, oatmeal, millet, mealy worms, dried pieces of fruit. Make sure there's no sugar, salt, or I also do not use any type of honey or sweetener. For this video, I wanted to have something clean and sanitary, so I brought to bring in the house. So I went and bought a new one of these. I will leave the link in the description. I just didn't want to bring in one of my other baskets that were contaminated from bird droppings, so I thought it'd be easier just to have a brand new bird feeder to show you, suet feeder, and these I got from the Dollar Tree. I hung those on the trees out there for the squirrels. I'm sure they'll be gone this week. For this one I'm going to be adding peanut butter. I go to my local store, health food store. I grind it myself. There's nothing in it but pure peanuts. No salt, no oil, nothing. So I'm going to add a couple tablespoons, more than a couple tablespoons. That's probably like a 1/4 cup. Maybe 1/2 cup. This is one of those recipes that's just forgiving. You just add a little more, a little less. There's no rhyme or reason. It's so tempting not to eat this, but I won't. Let me check the temperature. I use this when I make soap because I need to know the temperature of my lye. And also on my wood cook stove, we're at 100 it's fluctuating as I stir it. So we're probably at 105 right now, and it's still melting. Now you will find on the internet that some people use sugar and honey and salt. That's something I personally can't do. I just feel it's very toxic for the birds. They don't know how to get that out of their bodies. And this is very hard for me to do this because I'm a dump and go person. I will guesstimate what I put in here and then I'll leave a recipe in the description. Now I'll try to use these as a guidance. Now I keep all the bird ingredients out in the hall because I make it like almost every week to 2 weeks in the winter. And these are the little DE packets. And it will not hurt the birds if a little bit of DE gets in there. It's natural. I have a whole post on that too, how to make your own preservatives so bugs and things don't get in. Mealy worms. Let's see. I'm going to put a 1/2 cup in here. These are organic peanuts that my African gray eats, So I know they're all natural and they're salt free. Half a cup of that too. This is natural oatmeal that I use for making cookies. I'm going to start off with 1/3 of a cup. This is cracked corn. Another little packet that saves the bugs. And if you recipe people out there, tell me how much that is. They're my bird seeds that I use for the outdoor birds. All it is sunflower seeds. I don't even mess with buying this mixed. They just pick out those little pellets and it's just a waste of money. This one I'm going to add a cup. Some people add flour. I don't find a need for it. And if you really wanted to tighten it up, you could add some ground cornmeal, which I have done before. I had some cornmeal that was not as fresh as I wanted. Let's see what the temperature is. Perfect. It will not melt these containers. Then I just fill these containers up. Put them in the freezer. And then I'll go back and make more again. I'll make sure I have enough of this one. Any hotter than 85, 90, it would melt these. It does not take much to melt these, trust me. I can see the birds outside are already looking in the window, wanting them. And I put on a disposable glove just so I could push it down really well, pack it in the corners. What works really well that I've used in the past are silicone molds that you can get into the kitchen and baking aisle. Been in there several hours. That's beautiful. I didn't even have to tap it out. That's awesome. Alright, here we go. You just flop these open. That's why I like these. These are really convenient. And I like to put the pretty side out, just in case the bird has OCD. Pretty side out. And we did it. They're beautiful. Now they're ready to get hung out the window. If you stayed to the end, I thank you. I'm sure you know the request. Please subscribe, hit the bell, notifications, and the like button. If you like humor, like I do, stay a minute longer for my uncut bloopers. They are not planned. I don't even realize they are there until I start to edit. Am I the only one who laughs at themselves? I love humor and anything that makes me laugh. I hope you will enjoy them too. I need an assistant. Where is the button? With the fat from the bean. Whoops. Scratch. Any other cut. Since I make the tallow, and while that's heating up, I'll show you what else we have. Oh, while that is milk. Click! So I do not use salt, sugar, or honey. They don't need a sweetener. They're happy with. If they can eat a mealy worm that's not sweet, they can eat anything. Cut, 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 cut. Cut.